Shane Waldron says he has no regrets with his play calling against the Washington Commanders. Plus, we got to talk about if the Cardinals game for the Bears this week is a must-win. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. Best way to support me on the channel to do that. And if you want to become a member as well, for some perks down below for that. So let's get started here. Shane Waldron, in a recent press conference, was asked about his play calling and asked about the decisions in that play calling, namely the handoff to the offensive lineman Doug Kramer late in that game, which obviously was disastrous in the result. And he basically said the following, and I quote, "I was confident, had trust in it, felt confident in that moment in the call, but it didn't work out. It wasn't a clean handoff," end quote. So let me just say this before I talk about, Shane Waldron here. The play call itself is not the worst play call in the world. Like, let's just be honest about it, right? A call like that does catch teams off guard, and, it could have worked, and it has worked for teams before. So it's not so much the actual play call. It is the moment in which it was used. It was used late in that game when you were down 12-7, and if that play call, was a normal play call, like a run to Roshan Johnson or something, and he punches it in, now you're up 13-12 in that game as opposed to being down 12-7. So you use that play call in the first or second quarter, totally different story. It happens. It's still not a great play call, probably, but it happens. You use it late in the game, disastrous. That's a problem. So that has been my issue here, is when the play call was called, right? That matters, time and situation with regards to, this. So with Shane Waldron saying he has no regrets, am I surprised? Not really. I mean, as a play caller, you're going to want to, trust your stuff, but accountability matters. So if he has to come out here and say, look, I got to be better in that situation at that moment, that's not the play call to do, then yeah, he should have said that. But, hindsight is 20/20. You're stupid if it doesn't work, but you're a genius if it works. But still, accountability never hurts. I mean, what's wrong with just saying, look, I got to be better. I got to be better. It didn't work out, and, I'm going to continue to improve and work on it. So that's where I feel like Shane Waldron should have done. Overall, man, it's been like a very up and down season for me in terms of my evaluation of Shane Waldron. Some games I feel like he's been solid. Some games I think he's been disastrous and terrible. So really, really don't know if I've formed a full evaluation of my thoughts on Shane Waldron. Still got a lot of football left, so I'm going to wait for that to form. But overall, man, hate to see no accountability being taken here. But, the play call at that moment was wrong. Maybe not the play call itself. All right, let's talk about the Cardinals game and if it's considered like a must-win for Matt Eberflus. Look, I know it might seem like an overreaction here, but I feel like a lot of people are really, really going hard on the Bears coaching staff this past week, and it makes sense. But keep in mind here, we lost on a Hail Mary, right? We did not lose in a blowout game by 30, 40 points. It was a Hail Mary. Now, I totally get it that the Bears coaching staff has not been great thus far. I am not a fan of Matt Eberflus at all. You guys know that. But is this a must-win game against the Cardinals? No, it's not. You lose this game, you're 4-4 on the year. Must win. I mean, the game after that against the Patriots would be probably considered more of a must win because they're a more terrible team than the Cardinals are. So to me, let's just take a deep breath here. We're 4-3, right, on the season. There's been some good, there's been some bad, but honestly, there are teams with much, much worse situations at this point. I'm trying to be optimistic here, all right? Work with me on this, people. But, there's teams that had much higher expectations that are doing much worse, right? Take a look at the Jets. So my point being is it's not a must-win, but I think what Matt Eberflus needs to realize is if the Bears don't make the playoffs, right? If the Bears don't make the playoffs or get, I would say, very close to it, I think his job is going to be looked at very, very, very carefully. So I think what for Matt Eberflus, the way he keeps his job is he exceeds expectations. I don't think just meeting expectations or falling slightly below is going to be enough for him to keep it. Because you got guys like Ben Johnson lurking out there. So if Ryan Poles sees a clear upgrade, he should make that. So no, it's not a must win, but every game does matter in the totality of the situation. So for Matt Eberflus, if he wants to keep his job, he needs to make the playoffs. He needs to exceed expectations. So that's where I'm at with it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.